What is going on, you guys? Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm here with a brand new video. Dragon Ball Super TCG deck profile. It's a Universe 7 Invoker deck slash swap deck, I can say. I do have a swap mechanic installed in here, but it's not the swap mechanic you would imagine it would be. But it also can be played as an aggro, so let's get right into it. This is the leader I'm using. He's from the starter deck. It was between him or the Frieza from U7, the Golden Frieza. I like that Frieza because you get to discard a card, draw two. But also like this one. He does have critical on both sides. Warriors of Universe 7 on both sides, which means I can use any energy I want for pretty much all the cards in here. But his ability is where it's at for me, at least. You know, when you have this card in play, or have a Universe 7 card in play with 25,000 power or more, I can flip this card. I can awaken it. Or you can just wait to the 4 life and awaken, and then you draw 2. When you flip it, he becomes gangster. You got Ultra Instinct Son Goku, Hero of Universe 7. See, he still has a crit. Warriors of Universe 7. His ability: when this card attacks, draw 1 card, then choose up to 1 Universe 7 card in your battle area, and it gets 5k for the duration of the turn. 5k for the duration of the turn. That's the key word right there. All right. I don't know. I chose him because I think it runs better with this, because this is an Invoker deck, and it suits him well. It suits the deck well. So let's get right into it. So I play 4 Ready to Fight Son Goku. You need a searcher to get your U7 out, to get your strategy going. You want to get as much cards out as possible. Try to win between 4 and 5. If you can get to that turn in general, sometimes you might win in 3, depending on what you get and what your opponent plays. There's a lot of key elements. I don't have any of the Unison cards yet, but when I get them, this deck is definitely going to get redone, and I'll post a video up on that. So I play 4 of these guys, the searchers. Though I think those are my only 1 drops in this deck for battle cards. So for the 2, I play 4 of these Ultra Instinct Son Goku Universal Impulse. When you play this card, it gets 10k power, and you can't play non-Universe 7 battle cards for the duration of the turn, which this whole deck is pretty much U7, so we're good. Then when your opponent plays a battle card, you may return this card to its owner's hand, which is amazing. And I do have a card in here. When I get to it, I'll show you what the combo is with these 2. But yeah, you really want to bring this out as quick as possible. And it is another card there that you want to have in your turn 1 or 2. That way, when they bring out something, pop it to your hand, bring the other guy out. You know, pressure, pressure, pressure. So for my super combos, I play 2 of these Beerus, Divine Obliterator. If your leader card is red or blue, and it's your opponent's turn, when you combo with this card from your hand, choose one of your red and blue and multicolor energy, switch it to active vote. It's amazing in case you need to play any counters or any type of negates or stuff. You know, it resets 1, which is perfect. I also play 2 of these guys, the Backbone of Universe 7. It's pretty simple, self-explanatory with this one. 5 or less life, draw 1 card, gains 10k, and win-win situation from that point. I play 3 of these Vegetas right here. SS Vegeta Blast Barrage. It's a counterattack, which in this deck you'll probably see a lot of those. But negate the attack and play this card. Permanent: if you have 4 or more extra cards in your drop area and it's your opponent's turn, reduce the energy cost of discarding your hand by 2. So he's pretty much a 1 drop at the end of the day. If it's your turn, the auto, if it's your turn, when you play this card, choose one of your opponent's battle cards, and it gets negative 5k for the duration of the turn. Like I said, keyword, duration of the turn. So a lot of these are going to be very, very key to winning quick, to hurting your opponent if you can. I know it's not going to affect barrier, but there's ways around it. And trust me, we definitely have something here. So for another 3 drops that I play 3 of these Vegeta's SSB Vegeta's Inspired Technique. He's a Barrier Deflect, Energy Exhaust, and he's an Invoker. So I played 3 of these guys. You definitely have him coming out really, really quick, especially with the Invoker ability, or if you use Energy Exhaust for the energy, you know, restand it up with the Beerus. It's a win-win. It's very quick. Most of the cards here are red or blue, or red and blue. So, you know, play 3 of those. I also played 2 of these Golden Frieza, the Sovereign Technique, Energy Exhaust Invoker as well. The auto is, if your leader card is a Universe 7 card, when you play this card, look at the top, look at 5 cards from the top of your deck, choose 1 red or blue multicolored extra card among them, add it to your hand, and place the remaining cards either on the top or bottom. Top or bottom. So you get to rearrange them in any order you want and put it either on the top or the bottom. You know, it's all, you know, preference from that point. I also played 2 of these. Remember, I did say there's a swap mechanic, so I played 2 of the Path of Greatness Gokus. All I need is 2, because this is only pretty much a backup plan to the Invoker, if anything, or whichever one I get first. And since the leader is a Warrior, a Universe 7, I can use pretty much what the energies I need for this. It doesn't really have to be yellow, so we're on point there. So I play 3 for 4 drops. We're in this together. Energy Exhaust activate. It got 2 activate mains. So if your leader card, the first one is if your leader card is a Universe 7 card, choose all your opponent's battle cards with 25,000 power or less and KO them. Which comes in handy because not every card in this game has barrier. Meaning that you can pretty much wipe somebody's field and piss them off at the end of the day, because there are some 5 drops and whatnot that are pretty much mainly 25Ks and they do not have barrier. So that's the main goal, is to try to wipe the field, try to get there, restart it in many ways, and, you know, do your thing, get your strategy going from that point. Try to win the game at this point in time if you can. Activate main 2, like I'm gonna call it. So for 1 red, if your leader card is a Universe 7 card, add this card from the drop area to your hand, which you can just activate it from your drop. So you really don't, you know, I played 3. Either if you don't need it, chuck it. If you do need it, which you probably will need at least 2, then you got it. So remember that 2-drop Goku I was talking about earlier. So this guy, I play 4 of these Vegetas, right? These Steady Fast Ally Vegetas. They're from the starter deck. So this is where this comes in play. When you play this card, you want to make sure you have this in your hand, man. The faster you have this, even better. So when your opponent brings this out, or brings out a card, and you bring this back to your hand, you bring him out for free. He's a blocker. Energy Exhaust auto when one of your red and blue multicolored battle cards is removed from your battle area by a skill. Doesn't have to be opponent's skill. It could be both yours or your opponent's. If this card isn't out on the field, you can play this card pretty much from your hand for free. That's why you play 4 with this guy. So that's like 1 main combo that we scared the hell out of people with. It's crazy. It's crazy. Let's put it that way. So I play for a 6-drop 1 of these. I only have 1 at the moment. I'm planning on putting 2. But the Son Goku Instinct Surpassed. Triple Strike, Deflect, Energy Exhaust. Triple Strike. I have cards that I will be adding that will make this a double strike, triple strike. I mean, a dual attack type triple strike thing. So, yeah, since you got Triple Strike, Deflect, Energy Exhaust, activate main, choose 2 red or blue multicolored extra cards from your hand and or drop area. Send them to your warp. Choose one of your opponent's leader cards. It gets negative 5k for the duration of the turn. Then switch this card to active. Think about it. Attack your 3. 1, 2, 3, right? Activate his main. He's back up. Triple strike again. 1, 2, 3. You see that? Instant, like, you get 6 attacks from this guy. Worth it, worth it, worth it. 35k automatic. They have to combo out 6 times. Think about that. So I also play 1 Ultra Instinct Son Goku Energy Explosion. Energy Exhaust, Invoker. The auto ability is pretty dope. Choose 3 of your energies and place them in the owner's drop area. When you play this card from your hand, choose up to 3 cards in your drop area, negate their energy exhaust, and place them in your energy. So technically, you pay your 6 for him. You're paying pretty much just 3. If you think about it, you're only paying 3 because you're taking 3, putting them into the drop, and bringing them back and active. It's crazy. I love this card. I also play only 1 at the moment, but once I get the unison stuff, I will definitely add a second one. But his other auto is once per turn when one of your cards deals damage to your opponent, deal an additional damage to your opponent. So it comes in clutch when you really need it, especially against certain aggro decks. So, you really want that. Or any type of stall deck. So for the swap mechanic, I also play 2 of these guys. Height and Mastery, Son Goku. Deflect, triple strike, dual attack. And it's self-explanatory. When you play this card using swap, choose 3 of your opponent's battle cards or energies, ignore and bury, and switch them to rest mode. 98% of the times I go for the energy because that's what you want to lock out. It's your energy. That way they can't counter. That way they can't use anything against you to stop him or any other card you got. Especially if you know you have both of these guys out together. With his ability to lock out 3 cards instantly, go for it. Because even if they have 1 blocker and 2 energies open, you can do the blocker in the 2 energies. So it's a win-win. I got play 2 of those. Okay, these are the cards that I'm going to say are the left field in here, but I only put them because, I like the art, first of all, but at the same time, they are useful, especially this one right here. The Beerus, Universe 7 Divine Vanquisher. I only play 1. All I need is 1 of him. His double strike. His auto is when this card attacks the leader from your opponent chooses any number of cards from their hand, battle area, or energy area, which total cost adds up to 6 or more, and places them in the drop. A very, very, very key ability when you need it. I played this Frieza. I really don't worry about the EX Evolve at this moment in time, but I do have Friezas in here that are 5 drops, which is perfect. But this is just a backup in case something else doesn't work. Which triple strike permanent if your leader card is yellow, or if your leader card is yellow, your opponent's counter skills and non-key or auto / activate skills cannot be activated unless they place 1 card from there. Which I'm not too worried about that. My leader is red. He's just there as another attack if I need it for anything else. And for the secret rare in this deck, I play Victory Strike. This Victory Strike. Not Apex, but this one. This one is a little bit more quicker for me to bring out and stuff. And since it's permanent, this attacking skill cannot be negated. You can't negate it. I got other ways to trap the cards and everything. That's where those 8-drop Gokus come in play. But let's get into the extra cards. I play 2, turn them into Power Arena. All you need is 2. You really don't need 1 because once you have 1, there's no getting rid of it. So if your leader card is Universe 7, negate all the energy exhaust. So at the end of the day, most of the cards in here have an energy exhaust. Instead of putting them like this, you just keep them inactive. So you're good. If the activate main, your leader card is a Universe 7 card, and you switch this to rest mode, look at the 3 cards from the top of your deck, place them top or bottom in any order. You don't like them, put them in the bottom, and keep it going every turn. Pat, 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 right? Play 2 of those. Now, I played 3. We are Universe 7. 3 solid. You could play 4, but I choose 3. Activate main, choose 1. So the first one is choose 1 Universe 7 card from your drop area, add it to your hand. The second one is choose one Universe 7 card with an energy cost of 4 or less from your deck, add it to your hand, then shuffle your deck. Either way, you're gaining a card back, and that's the purpose of this. You need that card. You need to try to recycle as much as possible. With, I would say, the 2-drop Gokus and the Vegetas. The faster you get them out, the more you get them out, the better. You're just trying to, what is it called? Interrupt your opponent's hand and his game plan at the end of the day. I also play 3 of these Emperor Death Beams. Death Beam. So at the end of the day, you know, he also has energy exhaust for an extra card, which is, that's why that other card comes in play. The Tournament of Power comes in play. But activate main / battle, choose one of your opponent's battle cards, ignoring barrier, and it gets negative 30k. This is an automatic. You're murdering somebody. You're killing one of their battle cards instantly. So, you know, and then other activate main is send this card from your drop area to your warp. Look at top card of your deck. If it's a multicolor extra card, add it to your hand. Otherwise, place it back on the top. That's all you're doing. So you get a freebie. You either get a freebie or you get a free look at what your deck, what the card on top is. I play 4 Sensu Beans. Sensu Bean, if you don't know by now, choose one card, choose one of your cards. It gains 5k. Then choose 2 of your energies and switch them to active. Self-explanatory, you play 4. It's all about power-ups and going, right? Now, I play a lot of negates in here. So I play 3 Whis' Corrosions up in this guy. I like his ability, the fact that you get to negate the attack and then choose an energy and restand it. That's my main thing in this deck. I'm going to restand energy a lot, and I'm going to disrupt a lot. I also play 3 Dimension Magic. Counter attack, you know, your leader card is blue. Negate the attack, choose the 2 of your blue energies, whatever, blah, 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 blah. I don't play it because of that. But I have to switch these out eventually because the leader card is red. But at the moment in time, I don't have the other ones that I want to put, which I'm thinking of putting Master Roshi's instead. I think Master Roshi's would be more viable in this. But it was just a last minute thing that I put in there. So I will be swapping these out with the Master Roshi's. I play 4 of these Royal Condemnation extra cards here. Energy Exhaust, Counterplay if your leader card is a Universe 7 card. If the battle card being played has an energy cost of 8 or less, it's placed in the bottom of its owner's deck instead of being played. You're going to lock out so many people with this. And the faster you do it, the better. And this is where, like I said, an Invoker deck with cards like this and a little swap mechanic might disrupt them. They're not going to expect swap. So you do what you got to do with these. The activate main is send this card from your drop area to your warp. Look at the top card of your deck. It's a multicolor. If it's a multicolor card, extra card, put it to your hand. Otherwise, just like the other ones, you put it at the top of your deck, freebie. And last but not least, for the other two extra cards to play this, the Catastrophic Bloat, Energy Exhaust, the first activate main. If you have a red and blue Son Goku card in your area, which you always will, or there are no battle cards in your battle area, deal 1 damage to your opponent instantly. Automatic. So all you need is 2, because you're trying to really, there's cards here that deal damage instantly to your opponent. So what you really want to do is scare them a bit, and you know, they can have 1 card left, one life left, and all you gotta do is I play this, bye. You know, at the end of the day. So you're gonna always have that Goku out. So you're always, you know, it's a win-win. It won me many tournaments with that every time. Bow. They were like, what? So I was like, that's it, it's over. I have nothing to do. You got nothing to do. Send this card from your drop area to your warp. Look at the top. Look at the top card of your deck. If it's a multi-card extra card, add it to your hand, just like the other ones. And place it on top of your deck if it's not. Yeah. So that's the Invoker deck that I built. I will be replacing those Dimension Magics with the Roshis. It's either with the Roshis or these guys. I'll probably replace them with them. It's either those, or if I'm being like me, that I like counterplay cards or counterattacks with these guys. These Vegetas, I do, these Friezas. Vegeta. With these Friezas, I like enjoy counterplay cards. Sometimes I get it all, sometimes I don't, but at the end of the day, still another way to disrupt your opponent in a way. And this one is if your battle, if the battle card being played has an energy cost 3 or less, return it to its owner's hand instead of being played, and then play this card. So he's a freebie. He comes out pretty much. Doom doom pow. Counterplay during your opponent's turn. He comes out. He doesn't come out in rest mode. He's just right there. You got another 15k. So that's probably my best bet. I do like the Roshis because at the end of the day, it's a negate. You avoid anything. At the same time, those Friezas are negates in a way because they counterplay. They send a card from the... They don't even touch the battle area. They just go right back to the hand. Your opponent wastes his energies. Boom, for no reason. Tell me what you think about this deck. If you liked it, thumbs up this video. Comment, share, subscribe. I'm out.